Oh, here we go again. So, I have a bit of an interesting replay for you today. I was considering adding it in as just another gameplay video, but I decided that it sadly it deserves a little bit more than that. I don't know what to tell you about this one, but so pay special attention in this battle to the super Pershing, as well as the don't want to mess this up. The oh-ho. Well, here's the super Pershing first off already, so we can see we're off to a good start. And with these 9.13 physics, waiting for those 9.14 physics 2.0 things to come out in World of Tanks, so we don't get stuck on land like that. But thanks, super Pershing, for that. But keep an eye on that super Pershing and that oh-ho, both of which are going to go around to this heavy tank corner at around J5 with me. But it only gets more exciting. And by the way, yes, I know, those of you who are eagle-eyed may have noticed this thing, the T10 that I'm driving, has a stock turret, and, well, it also has a stock engine. But as you can see, it gets along pretty good anyways, even without the extra engine power there, and the turret is pretty good regardless, too. So, let's get to this corner, and then we'll kind of go from there as to what happens in this battle. So, first off, it starts out pretty normal, you know. There's an M103 here. We punish him with a couple shots. No big deal. He comes back around thinking he can be smart and then runs into a couple tier 8s. Well, we're going to sneak in there, get a second shot. I'm going to get squished by the two huge Japanese heavies. But that's okay. M103 is hurting pretty bad now. And I don't know at what point exactly it is that this all kind of goes downhill, but it's not too far after this point. So, finish off the the M103. The VK and its indestructible lower plate there is just silly still. But that's okay, he's got a weak spot on top. We'll easily get through that, if we can hit it. Now, keep in mind that with my mod pack that I have, you can see enemies' reload timers above their heads. So this is very important to note, because this comes in extremely handy and saves my life here a lot. So we'll just kind of watch the reload times of that E75 and the VK, and then only peek out as far as we need to shoot one. We don't need to pull the whole side of our tank out there and let 3 people shoot it in order to shoot one guy. No, we didn't have any luck there. Super Pershing, what are you doing? You're pushing me around the corner. Well, even with my stock engine, luckily I have enough power to push him back slowly, so he doesn't get me killed. But now, because of that, I'm living paranoid the whole rest of this game that he's going to come around and push me out as I'm trying to aim at someone, or as they're about to be reloaded, and, you know, they're going to kick my butt for it, the enemy. I'm trying to finish off this VK. And you can see in chat right now, this oh-ho is yelling at me, fall back, fall back. I'm thinking, why? I've taken no damage so far. Well, I spoke too soon there. And that VK put his gun up there. But wait, what? So before that, I had taken one shot and done 2,200 damage. Now the oh-ho shoots me in the back, and both the VK and the super Pershing turn around and shoot him, and I'm just watching him like, is he going to shoot me in the butt again? But, well, actually in the replay, during the actual battle, I was looking at the C75, I'm like, whatever, if he shoots me in the back, he can just kill me and turn himself blue and get himself banned and whatever, it's not worth it. But I kept glancing back briefly to see if he's still staring at me, and he is. I was waiting for him to shoot me again, he never did. I was kind of wondering if that super Pershing was going to join in with him and do the same. But the super Pershing never does shoot me, or it never does cause me really any more problems. And just hold on here for a second. Going back, you probably missed the chat, but this oh-ho is constantly saying in chat, complaining about me, being, oh, he's not falling back, he keeps going around the corner, and that's what the enemy wants, and just let him come around and we can kick their butts. Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but you also realize that you, sir, are a 2-shot kill, possibly even a 1-shot kill, with your 468 health points. Our VK is at 31 health points, and our Super Pershing, which is undecided if he's leaving or not, he's at 515. So everyone here is 1 to 2 shots away from death. And there's a low hiding over here too. I almost forgot about him, but he's not doing a whole lot better. He's a 2-shot as well. And so really, I've got the most health points left of any of this group, and therefore I'm in kind of a position to use those as I see fit. But this Oho over here, he has let his stats get the best of him. So he's probably thinking, I'm a great player, I'm the best one in this game, my stats are the highest in this game, I've got a 2200 win rate and 55% win rate. So he's full of himself. But let's continue on here. Try to keep an eye on chat and see what else this guy has to say. So I just keep ignoring him, doing work here, putting shots into things. I take another hit from the Yogg Tiger there, which is kind of a mistake on my part. Wasn't really watching reload times. And the Super Pershing comes back again. Gives us a little bit of a nudge once again. What, do you want to go around the corner? If you guys want to go around the corner, then go right ahead. I was barely paying attention to chat this whole game. Here comes the Super Pershing again. I was watching him as much as I was watching the enemy. Now, it's kind of... There's the Oho saying, they want you to do that. Yeah. Alright. So, what are you going to do about it? I thought for sure any moment here I was going to blow up in this battle, and the Super Pershing was going to push me as I was being aimed at or something. But... Here's the E75. He's reloaded. We bounced it. That's kind of lucky. I think he hit our turret there. I'm guessing that's his mark there, or else it's down here at the bottom of my hull. But let's keep putting him into the E75. Oh, here comes Super Pershing again. I guess he's decided he wants to stay at this corner then. And notice that in the north, our team is 1. There's only 2 of them left up there right now. But after the battle, me and this Oho have a bit of a conversation, I guess we'll say. I messaged both the Super Pershing and the Oho with sort of sarcastic remarks, being like, oh, I'm glad your plan worked, and a great job doing so much damage, and I'll show you the after-battle report after, as well as what the Oho said. The Super Pershing never messaged me back, which is fine. But the Oho, I went on with him a little bit until I was like, oh, whatever, this isn't worth it, and it's not worth getting myself in trouble for. There's the E75. He's a one-shot kill. Yogg Tiger's not too far away, but it only takes one mistake, especially when you're in a tank destroyer with no turret. We don't have a whole lot of ammunition left, but that's not a problem. You can see I switched here to a high explosive round. I'm thinking, okay, I can hit that E75 with a high explosive round, finish him off without even penetrating. He fires. I'm like, all right, here's my chance. Peeking around the corner. Well, the Oho had the same idea, so the high explosive goes into the track of the Yogg Tiger. Not the most efficient use of a high explosive round by any means, but whatever, it was meant for the E75. Now this Yogg Tiger is just sitting there, permatracked. So we'll peek up around again. Put that into him. Not quite kill him, but, you know, I'm not here to win. And I think this Oho, he's finally getting brave enough to start peeking around corners. I think at this point, without him even realizing it, he's kind of, oh look, we're winning. And he, in our conversation after, blamed the northern flank for me being able to successfully pull off my tactics. So he seems to think that if the north hadn't won like that and hadn't pushed down, that I would have died. And maybe I would have lived just as long as I had there. But at that last point when he started to actually peek around the corner too, that's when, if there was enemies left over that decided to come help, that's when we'd die, or they'd be behind us. But do you really want to take that chance? If the enemy decides that they're going to win the north, and they push down, and they end up behind us, do you want to still be waiting around that corner, waiting for the enemy to push around in front of you, when you have now enemies on both sides of you, and everybody in your group is essentially a one-shot kill? Whatever. So I'll let you guys make your own conclusions here about if you think my tactics were right or his tactics were right, I suppose, but I don't know. I think it worked out pretty good for me. I did 4,500 damage. I'll show you the after battle report, which is probably on the screen right now. But let's just say that The Super Pershing spent most of his time, rather than shooting at the enemy, ramming the back of me and trying to push me out and get me killed. And the Oho spent most of his time telling me to fall back and telling me that I'm doing it wrong. Okay, guys, whatever you say. Alright, so this is the very next battle after that last one, and let me set you up to this one. So, I peeked around this corner, shot the guy. See the T-54 to my left there? He shoots me once or twice. Doesn't do a whole lot to me, but, you know, it's a T-54, I'm a 62A, what do you expect? And eventually, he ends up getting killed by something else. Now, I shot him twice this whole game. There we go. The FB-207, our artillery just killed him, and in chat you can see there, he said something about me being a hacker, 2-shot, 2-kill trip. No idea what he's talking about, because at that point I don't have 2 kills. He has no kills. Whatever. He's blaming me for something. Just another day in World of Tanks, I suppose. And so I continue on, not worrying about being bothered. I'm just thinking, oh no, not another one of these games in World of Tanks. This North American server, it's funny. I wonder if the other clusters are any better or any more interesting. Some days these battles are really fun though. But so I decide, all right, I'll drive towards Cap. I'll go look for the arty there. Maybe he's back behind these buildings straight in front of me. And then a wild E-50M appears and hits me in the side. You can see at the last second there, I kind of started to dodge it and avoid it, but he was going to hit my side, so stopping wouldn't have really helped me too much. And E-50M didn't like that, so I'm sorry, E-50M, for getting in your way. I mean, I'm sorry for letting you hit me. Oh man, what is this? It's 2 shots in a row, or 2 games in a row I've been shot by allies, and I was typing, so I rammed our KR, so my bad. E-50M does the same thing. He never does say anything else, so I don't know what he was thinking, but World of Tanks, you're a funny game. It's the players that make you funny. Oh boy.